My boyfriend told me he was a single father, not knowing he was married and his wife was pregnant. Story time. I met this guy one night when I was coming back from the supermarket. He actually came to see his friend who lives in my street. We exchanged numbers. He started calling the next day, and in like 2 weeks, we decided to meet on a Sunday evening. He officially asked me out that day, but I told him I'm not ready to date a married man. When I told him that, he was shocked. He was like, no, that I'm just a single father with just a daughter. I am not married. I thought it was true and I agreed. So we started dating. Things were going well, so he took me to the hotel. So I asked him, why is he taking me to the hotel instead of his house? He said he's living with his sisters and he wouldn't want to take any lady to the house because he's not sure of the lady. Maybe when he's finally sure of me, he will take me to the house just so that he doesn't end up taking different or random ladies to the house. And his sister starts disrespecting him. Maybe they might use that as an avenue if it doesn't work to start disrespecting him. Honestly, I understood everything, so I didn't even push further. It's a valid point, actually. Things went back to normal. His birthday was around the corner. On the day of his birthday, we were together all through, even though he didn't celebrate it. He said he doesn't like celebrating birthdays. You see this word? Red flag. It's a lie. Who doesn't like celebration? One afternoon, he called me if I was down to hanging out. I told him, no, I'm very tired. I'm in school though. He came to the hostel to pick me up and I followed him. Meanwhile, he took me to the same hotel we went earlier on. He got in there. My phone was ringing and the call was coming from a strange number. So I picked up the call and the woman said her name is Susan. She went ahead to warn me to stay away from her husband. I was totally confused. I was like, please ma, who is your husband? Because I am not dating any married man. I told her what's her husband's name and she called my boyfriend's name. And behold, after hearing her voice, he dropped the call. He then carried his phone and dialed her number from his phone. I don't know what they talked about because he went outside the hotel room to make the call. When he got back, she called me and was apologizing that please, I shouldn't be angry, that she's sorry, it was a mistake. So I waved it. I was waiting for an explanation from him, but he went back to sleep without saying a word. After like 2 hours of sleeping, he woke up to tell me that the call was from toxic baby mama and she has always been like that sometimes, so I should just forget about that call. The explanation was solid and my birthday was coming up, so I didn't want to ruin my mood. Few days to my birthday, he gave me some money for photo shoots since he said he doesn't celebrate birthdays. Few days after my birthday, I was in his office when she came. He told the secretary not to let her in, that he was in a very important meeting. Later in the day, she called me and she was begging me to please leave her man alone, that I was breaking her home. I asked her if we could meet and she said yes. So I told him I totally forgot I had lunch dates with my friends. Please, I would love to go see my friends this evening. He said okay and he dropped me off. He also gave me his card if I wanted to get anything at all. I got to the eatery only to find out she came with my man's elder sister. I wasn't scared because I wasn't wrong. I sat down and I ordered food for myself. I asked them what do they want, what do they care for, and they said nothing, just water. So I ordered for water for them and I paid with my man's card. She started crying and begging that she please leave her man alone, that I'm breaking her family apart. So I told her to please hold on, I want to call her man, but she should promise me not to talk in the background. She shouldn't shout. She said okay, no problem. So I called him and I put the phone on speaker. When I called him, I asked him if he was married. He should tell me the truth, he should be sincere, and he said he's not married. He told me that he told me he have a baby mama and they have a daughter out of wedlock. It wasn't as if he's married or something. Meanwhile, his wife was heavily pregnant in my presence. I felt for this lady and I decided to break up with him. After breaking up, we broke up like a year ago. I realized that I still have strong feelings for this guy and he calls me always trying to make sure we get back together. I honestly don't know what to do. I thought I made the right decision.